Alright, give me just a second. Alright. And welcome, Goiglings, to Final Fantasy VII, yet another challenge run. This one's gonna be a little less crazy than the previous ones. Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second. Alright, so... Give me a second. Alright, so... The premise of this challenge run is... We're gonna be playing through the game with no encounters. 0 random encounters. Now, if there's a forced encounter that I could do, i.e. say like, the sector 4 tunnels, where I can go and fight dudes, that is allowed, and I might need that. Let me see what save files I can do. It might be save 4 I have to go to, because these are all for, the boss videos. And this is for glitches. Alright, so, let's begin. Let's jump on in. I will use time screen speed, because this is using the, recent version of FF7. So, like, I could do time screen if I want. No encounters is gonna be on at all times. So that's the, no encounters. The only thing that's annoying about the time screen is it doesn't work in cutscenes, and there's no skip FMV like in FF9. So you still gotta sit through all of the cutscenes, which is a little irritating, to be honest. I don't know why they don't give you the option to just skip through cutscenes. Also, time screen doesn't actually work in all areas of the game. Like inside the high wind, there's a good amount of times that time screen just doesn't work. Can you tell I like FF7 by the way? It's just one of those games that I like, you know? And it's a game that I know how to break. Now, I say I know how to break it, but I did learn some new things that I did not know. I'm not going to be able to showcase one of them in this run, but, you know, I will use time screen to skip for dialogue and stuff, because we don't need it for dialogue. Honestly, I could probably play this. Should I use time screen for most of the game, or should I just, only use it to, skip dialogue? We're gonna put it on wait, just in case. I always gotta set this up. So the main difficulty for this is, I'm gonna be limited on stuff pretty heavily. Ow. Like here I could just fast forward, it's nothing really. 260 gills, not a whole lot of gil. It's not a whole lot of gil. So yeah, this is why I like the time screen. When you play the game enough, you kind of just, you know, want to skip past things. Now, I wish I knew how to skip the entire Niflheim flashback part, but alas, I cannot. And honestly, for this run, I feel like I kinda don't want to, because I want to get the elemental materia from there. So this is also why I was debating on time screen. It just makes things a lot faster, you know. You're gonna go back row. So we do want to pick up all the items that we can. Because some of these items we're probably gonna sell to, get money. Now imagine how long this would be if I didn't have a time screen. Poison is going to be a very big, big area that we're going to want in order to get through some of the fights a lot, easier. I'm not going to fast forward through bosses, because that's kind of, it's kind of dangerous to do. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our first save. It's gonna be here. So, Guard Scorpion shouldn't be anything different. We are gonna want to try to get limits. I don't know how is limits gonna work. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get limit breaks up. Like, I'm never gonna get past level 1 limits, really. Yeah. We're not really ever gonna get past level 1 limits, are we? That might be a little bit of a problem. And our MP is gonna be very limited. Can I just hold X? Yes, I can just hold X. So I am gonna take a hit here. Intentionally. Not yet. Because I am gonna take a hail laser in order to get limits. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, you're gonna do this. That's fine. We're gonna smack you. Don't do this normally unless you want to get limits. Now give me limits. I cannot give me limits. Give me limits. I mean, you give me a limit, but I need more limits. Cloud will be fine. Don't worry about Cloud. Cloud will be A-okay. I think he'll be fine. And there we go. Easy peasy. So yeah. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is gonna be... Well, I could give Barrett that gun. That'll be good. I saw that weird, glitch with the menu. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. So that's just, Guard Scorpion out of the way. I'm not gonna be able to get any, anything here. All we need to do is just leave. Apparently, in Retro's achievement, there's a achievement for getting out here with 7 minutes and 45 seconds remaining on the clock. A little bit of a pain in the butt achievement again. It feels like. It'll be very easy here because, you know, no encounters. So, we're gonna be going all the way to, Airbuster. I'm debating on what material to get. A lot of enemies are weak to lightning, but I want to make sure everyone has a restore. Having a restore would be nice. But I'm not sure how to get a restore, or, you know what? I'll buy a flower. I will never get buried as a gate, unfortunately, because I don't know how to actually do that. It's one of the few things I don't know. Give me a second. So these guys we are going to fight. They're not technically random encounters, they're forced encounters. So, this is what I mean by these encounters are... They're legal. They're allowed. They're not very dangerous here. We need every little bit that we can get. Like, these extra potions are actually going to be very, very, important, I feel. Now, to make our section super okay, I think, up until the Shinra headquarters, that's where things are probably going to get pretty nasty, I feel. And I feel like I want a bunch of grenades for, Shinra HQ. Actually, I feel like grenades are just going to be the overall best way of dealing with most things. The problem, though, is we don't have a whole lot of money. And money is kind of a big deal in this run. Now, with that said, I think Eris is going to be a very important character, because her limit's going to keep us hopped off for free. Yuffie's also going to be pretty good for that, too. Because, again, I don't think we're going to get past level 1 limits in this run. Which is, a big problem. Because we're not going to kill... Like, there's no real way of killing enemies reliably. Except for what's coming up soon. And that one might be a little bit dangerous, but we're going to be abusing that spot for a little bit. Again, take whatever you can. Take whatever you can for EXP and money and the like for this run. Now you're going to be getting a lot of treasures that you can sell. Like equipment you can probably sell off. For example, like Hika's motor drive you can probably get rid of. I am going to try to get death sentence. There is a way of forcing a random encounter with the enemy that has death sentence, and that's going to be our ticket to probably get through a lot of the game. We're probably going to be using Tifa a lot, which is rare because, like, I never used Tifa. This would be my first time actually using Tifa properly. And also my first time actually just ignoring a lot of stuff. Now I would like to get Shrine. Shrine would be a very, very good enemy skill to get. But making sure that I get that without dying a Materia Keeper is gonna be problematic to say the least. But we'll get that when we get that. I have an idea of what to do there. But we will see. I am not going to do any skips like the guard skip down there. It's not going to happen. And we're gonna do this. It'll give us, I think, 1,500 gil, which is gonna be not this time. Here, I'm gonna give it a Marlene. There you go, Marlene. Yeah, one of the achievements on this person is getting the Barrett Gate. There's a way of getting, like, infinite, relation points with Barrett, but I don't know where that is. I mean, if someone wants to tell me, that'd be great. If anyone knows how to find it. So, you get a gate with Eris, Eva, Barrett, or Yuffie. I feel like Yuffie's one of the harder ones, though, because I don't know how you get anything with Yuffie. I feel like the thing for Barrett is in, Cosmo Canyon. I think. So yeah, if you did the Sector 7 guard skip before you came here, you can skip this entire section, as well as, Sector 4, the train, the number 5 reactor, the cutscene at the church, Sector 5, and the entirety of Sector 6 and the cutscene at the park. However, you do that before you get the materia tutorial, you can no longer use materia for the rest of the game. Like, you never get the materia option. So I would say if you're gonna do the Sector 7 guard skip, wait until after you get the materia tutorial. Especially if you're doing a run where, you don't really need to worry about, like, fighting stuff. Like, okay, I'm just gonna skip past, all of this stuff just to make it faster. I think that saves at least, maybe like, 20 minutes for a casual run. Maybe. Right, so there's the materia system. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up here, get the all materia, get the ether, now comes the tricky part. What do I want to buy? I would like to buy some grenades, but I ain't gonna have the money for that. We need materia. Plain simply put, we need materia. So we gotta restore materia. We got at least one. I would like to have a fire, but we're gonna get a fire later. I feel like having an extra restore and lightning is a good idea. We're gonna sell these ethers. Okay, so we're gonna stick with that. We're not gonna bother with the fire and, lightning materia. Or, fire and ice, rather. So let's put, restore on you, ice on you. You're gonna get, lightning and restore. I'm not gonna worry about the iron bangle right now, because we're gonna get stuff better than the iron bangle, so What I'm going to do is... I think I'm gonna get some grenades now. I'm gonna stock up on some grenades. It's gonna be important for later, simply for the fact that it's gonna allow us to do big damage while taking less damage. Alright. There we go. And now we're gonna do the train. So we're gonna get a Phoenix down, a high potion, and make sure our money is not stolen. Okay, we'll go into sector 4 tunnels. And inside the tunnels, we're gonna do a little thing where we do some force fights. That way we can get some EXP and gil. The AP is kinda not important. So the scary thing is, I don't know how the end game's gonna be, because, like, we're not gonna have very strong options for fighting, like, at all. We're at least gonna get, a couple ribbons, and we're gonna get Hades and Addict Effect, so that's going, well, maybe, I'm actually not sure how bad, something Galnika's gonna be. If we could get the Cyberic, that might be good. And of course the Mescayos are always good. So that might determine if I decide to fight the Hearts at oh god. I almost fudged up. I wasn't paying attention. There's our high potion. You there. Oh. There was no money left. Oh. Alright, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Like, this takes a little bit. It honestly saves a little bit of time. Don't have to go for the whole cutscene later on. Alright, so before we go to the north, we're gonna go south. Because this is where we're gonna end up fighting some dudes. And that's what we want. We want to fight some dudes. So that we get a little bit stronger and a little bit more money. These guys. Alright, so how strong are these guys gonna be? That's the question. Not very strong. Not very strong at all, actually. Okay, I think we can sit here and grind a little bit. Yeah, let's sit here. Ooh, I can give grenades. Okay, this is good. This is very good. Very, very good. So we're gonna take the time to get what levels and stuff we can here. Like I said, it's not random encounters, because this is actually, you know, a thing that you can force, so... It's still under the rules. Still under the rules. It's not breaking the rules. use whatever resources you have. And this is a very limited resource because there's not many options for these in the game. There's really not that many options. So, how we all doing today? We all doing good? I feel like I'm getting better at controlling my anger a little bit. Because I wasn't really very angry today on Hollow Knight, which is great. That's very good. I was a little bit annoyed, but, you know, not angry. Ow. So this does mean that I'm not going to be able to get some of the more important items and equipment, which might be problematic. This is very good though for getting level limits. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get level 2 limits this way or not. I would like to get some level 2 limits early on. That would be very nice. Very nice. Antidote's not really that necessary, I feel. I feel like antidotes are like one of those items that you don't really need because they're sticking with star pendants for most of the game. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit. So what's gonna be the hard fights? So we got Airbuster coming up, who shouldn't be really that hard at all. And then after that, it's gonna be Apps. Apps should be easy. Reno should be easy. It's the fights at the Shinra HQ that gives me a little bit of a worry. But since I'm able to do this, it's less of a worry. You know, I want that. The ice mint area we don't really need that badly. Ice is honestly a pretty bad element. Yeah, ice is honestly super bad. Not very many things will beat ice. I should probably get some Phoenix Downs. Maybe. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Because I'm not gonna have very many options to get Phoenix Downs. In fact, I'm not gonna have, like, very many Phoenix Downs throughout the game. Demon's Gate is gonna be a problem. Ooh, Demon's Gate's gonna be bad. And Carry Armor's gonna be real bad, too. How am I gonna deal with them? Because I ain't gonna have Magic Hammer for Carry Armor. Ooh, yeah, no Magic Hammer means that Carry Armor can Lapis Laser me. And that might be a very big problem. Honestly, Barret with Mind Blow might be able to deal with Carry Armor. Yeah, because Barret's Mind Blow does MP damage. I don't know how much it does, but it can work. I'll have to think about that. Ouch. But I mean, that's assuming we even get the Carry Armor too. Because Carry Armor is quite a ways away. So, we're abusing this too because I know there's an end coming up. So we're gonna be blowing through all our MP and stuff to get some levels. There we go. Now, this would be a lot slower on, like, any other version of FF4, or FF4, FF7. How did I get FF4? This also means that dying, I'm not gonna be able to one-shot dying. Ooh, yeah. No right arm. So many antidotes. Honestly, I could probably sell the antidotes for a little bit of chump change. Because I'm not gonna need antidotes that badly. There we go. And if you really want it to level up, I mean, you don't really need to do this in the main game because you got random encounters. But if you're doing a no encounter run like this, I mean, you know, again, use whatever resources you have. The mist style, one of them's in Midgar at this who, right? If I recall. And the other one's like the Northern Crayer, so like, I'm not gonna get any benefits from those. The side grid is probably gonna be the best thing I could do. And that won't be until like halfway through Disc 2. I need you to get hurt more, Barrett. Because I need you to get Mind Blow. Mind Blow is honestly gonna be pretty major, I feel. I never thought about draining MP before getting Magic Hammer, but it might actually be very important for some fights. Like, it might actually be very good for, like, HO5112. Because if you drain all its MP real quick, you can't use anything but its claw attack. I don't think it really matters for, Hunter Gunner or Hellite Gunner. I think they use their abilities without MP. Same with, Motorball. But for some bosses, like if I wanted to fight Raps in, Loot High, I can just, I could just blow away its MP, get rid of Arrow 3. Why is everyone picking on Hero? Pick on Barrett. Honestly, I should put Barrett in the front row, too. Yeah, let's put Barrett in the front row, so he takes a little bit more damage. And I'm gonna heal. There we go. Now, another thing I'm gonna want to get some tranquilizers, I feel. Because, tranquilizers are gonna help with survivability. Hyper's more so to get, limit breaks, but we're not really aiming for, limit breaks too badly, I feel. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have some hypers as well, so I'm probably gonna get a little bit of both. Maybe 20 of each. The problem with using hyper tranquilizers is that resting at a inn or a forced rest will get rid of your fury and sadness, so that's a little bit irritating. Yeah, at this rate, I might be able to get the level 2 limits. Which, I mean, that's gonna be good for Cloud, in particular. Because I'll let him do more damage. Hiva will do a little bit more damage. Not really that much extra damage, but a little bit more. It's more important for, Cloud than anyone else. Barrett's probably gonna stick on, Mind Blow to get rid of MP. Unless I need big damage. In which case I'll go Grenade Bomb. get about 3,000 gil. That's nice. So, hypersic tranquilizers are 100 gil each. So if I want to get, like, 20 of each, I need to get at least 4,000 gil. I'm not worried about buying equipment. We're probably going to get enough equipment, just lying around. I would like... I think I know what I'm going to do for the Shinra HQ. I have an idea. We are going to do forced enemy encounters there. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but we're going to do the forced enemy encounters by going up the elevator. Shrink. Alright. Not bad, not bad. So we went from like level 7 to level 12, so 8, 9, and... We got 5 levels so far. That's honestly pretty good. And the more levels we get, the more HP we'll have to, you know, hang things. Hifa is pretty useless for healing at the moment because it doesn't have link materia slots. So, once Barret and Cloud runs out of MP to heal, that's when we're gonna head on. There we go. Not the most exciting thing, but again, you gotta do what you gotta do. Nice. Now, I am thinking of doing the Woot High Pagoda, simply because it does give some rewards, like an ice ring. That ice ring is going to be pretty major, honestly. I mean, all the other rewards, I feel like, aren't really that great. Leviathan's a pretty decent summon, but, like, we don't really need Leviathan at all. Like, since we can't really level up summons, I feel like summons are kinda, you know, not viable. The only summons that are viable are the Bahamut series, and Hades. Hades is actually gonna be used a lot, simply for the fact that, you know, Haze and Addict Effect in armor is just amazing. I don't think I'm going to be able to do, the Battle Arena to get, Omni Slash. I might be able to. There's a way to get an Omni Slash at Disc 1, but it seems very cumbersome to do, you know? Because the idea is wait until after the Temple of the Ancients, make sure you pick up the ribbon and go in there with the ribbon. I don't know how strong the enemies are going to be, but you know, if you run into a Hogberry, that's basically game over. I don't know what type of enemies show up around that time. Hopefully no ghost ship. That's the worst thing about trying to get Omni Slash is the stupid ghost ship. It just instantly ends runs sometimes, and it's like, really? I did get, like, a lot of the achievements during my, setting up the, boss videos. I was gonna do, like, a run-through of the game to try to get achievements, but, you know, maybe I should do that with PlayStation version. You know, with retro achievements. Except, you know, retro achievements have some, pretty dumb achievements. Like the Temple of the Ancients with only, magic materia. That's gonna be real fun, right? Like, it basically forces you to level up to, like, level 50 or something, just to have enough MP to deal with the stupid area. Because Demon's Gate is resistant to magic. Which is like, oh cool, let's make an achievement where you beat the higher level. Also, you cannot run, you cannot use the free heals. It's just like, bro, what? And if you fail, it's like a 30-minute attempt every time. 30 or 45 minutes, which is kinda absurd. Just a little bit absurd. This is like the most overpowered I'm gonna be before fighting Airbuster. It's kinda silly. At least it's not getting to level 99 at the first reactor. Guess anyone remember that little thing where someone got to level 99 at the first reactor? Why would you do that? Like, why would you spend all that time just to do that? What point are you trying to prove? I know there's some very, very silly challenges and stuff, but like, why? Just why? It's like getting to level 99 in Destiny Island in Kingdom Hearts 1. It's like, why? What's the point? Or level 100 rather, because it goes up to level 100. Also, yes, the sound effects are broken a little bit. I could try to fight the Midgar Solum and try to get Beta. Beta would be very good. Actually, Beta would be okay, but the problem is, thinking about, I don't know when I would use Beta. Well, I have ideas, it's just that there's nothing really weak to fire that we're going to be fighting as boss. There is what a Schizo's head is weak to fire, but you'll be healing the other head. Schizo is also going to be a pain in the butt because no magic hammer. No magic hammer. So we would need like Barrett's Mind Blow for that fight. Which is why I'm trying to grind out the limits here as best as I can. Squeeze everything out. Squeeze it all. Squeeze that hog. Squeeze the hog hard. If I'm leveling up now, this is gonna make future party members like Eric's gonna be at a higher level too, which is gonna help when we need to use her. There we go. So many antidotes. All the antidotes to sell. Again, I'm not gonna worry about getting a fire materia. I think we get a fire armlet in City of the Ancients. I think. Is it a fire armlet or an Aurora armlet? I'm trying to remember where you get that, because that's what we want for Genova Gap. And we are going to look for revive materia. That's going to be very important. So someone's always going to have a revive materia. At the very least one revive materia. Okay, I am going to run away. Got some free grenades. That's good. Free grenades is always good. Now it takes 2 AoE cures to heal. Okay. We are getting pretty strong now, which is good. I guess we're almost one-side them with Cloud Barret, which is good. I don't know how strong they actually are, but you know. Again, we're gonna go until we run out MP. Because again, you don't get very many chances to level up, so we're gonna level up while we can. This will help early on. It's not gonna help later on, because I feel like later on is gonna be a crap show. I'm debating if I need, well, you get a free government area, so maybe I could use Barret as a tank. Maybe. But do I really need cover that badly? I don't think I need cover so badly. Anything goes up again? Let me think. Hojo, I'm not sure how bad Hojo's gonna be. Wow. Good job, Cloud. Oh yeah, we're also trying to get level 2 limits. That's why we're still doing this. Because we're very limited on what we can do in terms of leveling up stuff. Tifa is the least important to level up limits on, but I mean, you know, having some extra damage on a limit break is going to be good. We're not going to be using her much for limits though. She's going to be using Death Blow a lot with the Power Soul. That's why we also want to get Death Sentence, so that we can make Tifa, you know, very good. I think Cloud is one-hit killing now. Not bad. Yep, Cloud is one-hit killing now. Okay, everyone's starting a one-hit kill now. Very good. Now, I don't think I could get level 3 limits here. That would require a lot of killing. And we are limited by our MP. Barret is just a little bit too weak. Somehow. I don't know how, but somehow he is. I was thinking of doing this for other Final Fantasies, but in all honesty, I don't know how viable that's gonna be. I have no idea. I'm also not as knowledgeable of the other FFs as I am of FF7. Hi. Everyone's getting at least 1 kill, so I mean, I think they need 70 kills or 90 kills in order to get level 2 limit. I got to get a level 3, it's like 140 or something. Maybe it's 120 and 140 for level 2 and level 3. I don't remember the specifics off my head. Barret, you're literally just 1 HP off from finishing, guys. And I know why that is. That's because of materia. The materia reduces strength by just enough that he doesn't one-hit kill. But we want to get the AP off the materia because that's going to be very important. Whatever AP we can get, man. Whatever we can get. We want to try to get, like, Bolt 2. We want to get Cure 2. Fire who ice who they don't really matter as much. I don't even know if I have, do I have no, I don't have a fire area. Ice doesn't matter. We don't care about ice. Ice is an area we can outright ignore. Having everyone with restored is very important, though, I feel. That's just, like, the best area in the game. Because we're not gonna get White Wind. White Wind's not gonna be viable. We're not gonna get Angel Whisper, so that's out of the question for late game. We're not gonna get, I don't even know if we're gonna get Regen. If we get Regen, that would be nice, but yeah. Like, I hate to say it, but our best bet of healing is probably gonna be Eris and Yuffie. Those are probably our best bets of healing. Not enough to get them the... Dang. Dang, that might be a problem if I don't get, the limit soon. Because, we're not getting a whole lot of, limit gauge now. And I did waste a little bit, MP on that first, full orb. So that kinda sucks a little bit. Nice! You hacked a guy, got... Whatever, Barrett. Alright. We're gonna run away, and we're gonna heal, and we're gonna be right back. And let's continue the grind. Maximize your use of your time. I do, I kinda wanna try a challenge run of no healing. So the only healing you get are like forced healing per game. Which sounds kinda hard. I'm not gonna lie, because like... Some fights are kinda brutal. And that means I wouldn't be able to use Magic Hammer because that heals MP. Meaning some fights, like say, Carry Armor, are gonna be a nightmare. And Demon's Gate, of course. Because Demon's Gate is always a nightmare. Demon's Gate is always a nightmare. Those two fights are so bad in this game. Always, 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 always. Nice crit. Nice crit. Hey, there's Grenade Bomb. Barrett has killed enough to get a Grenade Bomb. Nice. That means that, Tifa and Cloud should be close to getting their, level 2 limits. There's Blade Beam. I'm still gonna try to go for Cross Slash too, just so I have it on deck if I ever need it. Because these guys aren't really gonna give me, they're not really gonna give me a chance to get, Clem Hazard here. Because level 2 limits take a lot more to charge up than, oh yeah, Tifa's gonna be harder to level up her limit. Because, she's not actually killing anyone, is she? She's not actually killing anyone, is she? Cloud and Barrett's killing everyone. I just realized that. That might be a problem later. That might be a big problem later. Maybe. Well, again, we're not really using Tifa for her limits. She's gonna be used for one thing only later on. Oh god, we could probably fight Materia Keeper right now. Almost. Almost. We might be a little bit under level for Materia Keeper, but if we were to go and fight Materia Keeper right now, we could probably almost win. I think around level 20 is a good threshold for Materia Keeper. I feel so bad for Tifa. She's not getting a single kill now. I'm interested in the Mimi collab tomorrow. Because I'm curious who this other person is. I know who the other person is, but I don't know anything about said person, so... Be an interesting look-see at that tomorrow. Not many streams lately, like, where people kind of normally watch. Like, I know that the Hollow Live girls were, very busy with, Hollow Fest and stuff, so... That's why they can, that's why they weren't really streaming much at all. I love how the enemies keep going after, Tifa. For some reason. How many dudes do you think are inside this building? How many dudes do you think, we've killed? Because that's gotta be like 200 dudes that we've, you know, laid out. You didn't kill him, Barrett. Really? I mean, you're about to get another level. 11,000 kills this early in the game. That's asinine. But we're gonna need that guild. We are gonna need that guild. Good job, Tifa. No limit for you, though. It seems like there's like 10 billion inside this freaking building. Also, hello, Ray. I actually don't know why I decided this was a good idea, but I mean, it's content. I think after I get done with, actually, I don't know how long Silk Song's gonna take. Well, I have no idea where I'm at in Silk Song in relation to finishing the game. I know we're getting closer to FF13 being done, so... Ow. I'm debating what I want to do after FF13 is done. Because that's the long game slot. I guess what I could do is just, switch out, the FF13 slot with Hollow Knight, if Hollow Knight's still going. But then what's gonna go with the Hollow Knight slot, I wonder? I mean, I have some games. I got, Ho-Ho Luna Nights. I got, Zero Wing. I got a few things I can do. I could do some fighting games. You know, just get some fighting games out of the way. beat, like, the arcade mode of them. Add more to my beaten list. But if I do that, I'll probably want to do, like, all the characters or something. Maybe. I say that, but I would, like, involve having to do, like, all the KOF... all the KOF games with all of the, canon teams, and I'm like, ugh. That would be a nightmare. That would be absolutely atrocious. I wonder if I'm destroying the spirit of the challenge by doing this. But at the same time, you know, I already said it enough. I do have Soul Calibur 6 I need to do at some point. So maybe, I'll do that for the next short game. Just to get Soul Calibur 6 out of the way. And then I could give Soul Calibur 6 back to, Theo, along with Bloodborne and, Nier Automata. Because I've had these games for like a year and a half or something now. I should give them back to him at some point. I also just realized there's gonna be another problem. In that I'm gonna need at least 3,000 gil to get inside of, the gold saucer. I'll need to do that at least twice. So I need, at the very least, 6,000 gil. 3,000 gil 2 separate times. That might be problematic. And I would like to get some HP Plus material, but the problem is, I don't know if HP Plus is actually going to be, viable. Because I can't really level it up reliably. Barrett, please, I need you to get that Mind Blow. That Mind Blow is going to be key to some fights. What were the, Xeno Saga games for? Was that for, like, PS2, PS3, or what? Because I was thinking of trying the Xeno Saga games, but obviously I'm not going to be able to do that on console, because, gee, I wonder why that is. I also don't know how, you know, good or bad they are. I know they're very old. Like, the only reason I'm thinking about Xeno Saga is, like, I did the Xenoblade series. And Xeno Saga is technically part of the same series, so, like, you know. But then I'd have to do Xenogears, right? And do I really want to do Xenogears? What was it? Was Xenogears, Xeno Saga, and Xenoblade, that was all part of the same, universe or something? At this point, I might not even need the grenades. The grenades are more so for, 100 Hellite Gunner at this point. Maybe. I'm also wondering if I should try to do some challenge runs for, Final Fantasy, happenings, but I don't know what I would do for that. At this rate, I might be able to get, level 3 limits, which would be very nice. But we will see. Well, we got somersault, so... Xenosaga PS2 and Gears on... So, are all the Xenosaga games on PS2? I'm assuming they're not all on PS2, right? Level 20 is pretty high, not gonna lie. I think the fact time you normally get going with Midgard, you're like level 15, maybe? So we're already past, like, Midgard levels. It's just like the levels you would have around the time you get Yuffie, or around the time you fight bombs well. If I could get Cross Slash, that would be great. Because Cross Slash might be, valuable in some fights. There's Cross Slash. Okay, we got Cross Slash at least. So I'm gonna try to get Blade Beam now. There we go. And we are going to do this. What do you think? Do you think I should try to move on, or do you think I should do some more, grinding? How many grenades do I have? 38 grenades. What do you think? Should I keep grinding to get more limits, or should I move on? Because I could grind here for a while. I think I'm gonna move on. I don't want to make this too boring. I already spent like half an hour, 45 minutes doing just this, so... hopefully I don't regret it. Hopefully I don't regret this decision later down the line. Eager? Again, I would have liked to get Mind Blow, but like, the game was not giving me the limits for, Barret. So there's a potion. And there's a hen. So I was gonna go until I got this hen, and then use the hen to, heal. But, you know what? We're not gonna use the hen to heal. We're gonna go in Rawhide. Rawhide! I mean, Airbuster should be easy enough. We should be fine for the most part. I feel like that's the best way to get to your level 3 limits in this run. Because again, you don't get very many options to do force fights later on. That's why I was doing all the grinding there. But we'll see what happens. Again, hopefully I didn't screw myself. I probably should have kept going in all honesty. I probably should. Now the problem is, if I want to redo all of that, I have to restart from zero. Like, you know, ick. Start from zero sounds terrible. Perfect. Go ahead and save. Alright, let's go. Five Saga games who are remade for DS, spin-off on mobile for Europe. Okay. I don't know, maybe eventually I'll try them out, maybe. Alright, Airbuster. Let's go ahead and knock you out the park. $403, very nice. Ouch. 407. I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of damage. Oh no, not Big Bomber. Please, hurt Cloud more. Oh, now you can't turn around. Okay. Ow. Why did I do 400 damage there? Did it act like he was turned around? The heck? That was weird. That was really weird. Oh no, Cloud is dead. Cloud is dead, game is over. Let's all go home. Yeehaw! So now we're gonna get Aerith. I'm not sure what level C's gonna be. It's not really gonna matter if C fights anything right now. Just like Snow. Who's just like Snow? Cloud? Cloud is... We don't talk about Snow. Nobody talks about Snow. Only Snow talks about Snow. Your name is... Aeris. Or, you know, Aerith. So for some reason it's Aeris on there, but in-game, if the Kogan, it is Aerith. So, I don't know what that's all about. Seems like a little oversight. I should give Cloud, I should give Cloud, the heightened angle. She skirts at level 14, which is pretty good. Alright, restore, give you lightning, give you ice. You're gonna have restore. Very good. And look how much progress we made on this stuff. A lot of progress. Honestly, I don't need ice. Just put on more lightning. It might be a translation bug, yeah. I think PH translates as sometimes. Run! Now you could knock these barrels down, but you know what? We're just gonna have her run. Oh. Never mind. She can only run one way. I don't know what happens to the guy that was, you know, her right. I guess he lets her go. So I think the only time you have to drop a barrel is like right here. Let's go. So it's gonna be a little bit before we get to our next boss fight. We're gonna be skipping all of the optional mall market stuff. Cloud is gonna be fighting Scotch. So that's gonna give us a free Phoenix down if we beat Scotch. This feels so wrong though, not having any random encounters. Doesn't it? It feels very, very wrong. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop this kid, and we're gonna leave the 5 kill. All right. Now we're gonna go over here and pick up these items. There's the ether and the government area. That government area is gonna be completely useless. Alright. So yeah, one market we can skip a lot of things there. Don't need anything important there. We are going to buy some tranquilizers and hypers there. That's going to be important for damage and for limit breaks if we need to get limits. Now, I'm not going to buy as many hypers because I don't know how much I'm going to need Fury. And I want to save some money for other things, you know. And I don't want to sell too many ethers, because we're probably going to need those ethers, in all honesty. I could get some heightened bangles here, but I don't really need that. I could get some mithril armlets. I wonder if I should get some mithril armlets. Maybe at least for, like, Tifa. Like, Barret, I'm not too worried about, but for, like... I mean, I got money. I need at least 300 batteries. And we are going to use the batteries to get an ether. As much as my OCD is going to hate that. My OCD is going to hate a lot of things in this run. And it's going to hate so much stuff. It's like, why are you selling things? Don't sell that. Do not sell it. And it's like, yes, I will sell it. Alright, we'll go over here. There we go. That activates that. Now we go all the way up here. I am going to buy a couple, I'm gonna buy a couple of these and the metal knuckles. The metal knuckles we need for Tifa because she needs better weapon. We're not gonna give Aerith any armor yet. This is mostly for Barret and Tifa. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. And Hero's not going to get any good weapon for a while, so getting the metal knuckle now is going to be ideal for her. Go ahead and do this. And we're going to lose the squatting minigame on purpose, so that we get through it fast. And it's also going to be one of the rare times where you're going to see something that's not the optimal stuff. Cotton dress. That is the absolute worst item we could get for this mini quest. It's part of the game. Now we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna be letting this handle itself, and I am going to go use the restroom. Alright, so I will be RB starting now. Alright, I am back. So, did we win, gang? Did we win? Oh. Cloud decided to just watch this man just squat. Thank you, Cloud. Thank you very much. Give me just a second, let me double check a couple things real quick. I'm just seeing if anything is happening right now. I am not seeing anything so far. Alright, let us move on. Let me do this, let me do this. Right-ho! we got a wig. I've never seen the fail part. Like, I've never seen a lot of the stuff here for failing. So, that was the first time I've ever seen the fail for that. Right, now we move on. Before I do, I said I was gonna buy some stuff, right? Alright, so what do I want to buy? Let's get... We're gonna get 30 tranquilizers, 20 of these. I can sell all these antidotes. I don't need all of these antidotes. That'll reimburse us a little bit, too. I'm not gonna worry about Phoenix Downs yet. We got plenty of grenades. We got, the tranquilizers I'm not gonna worry about too much at the moment. But we got them in reserve for when we need them. Honestly, the 30 that I have right now might be enough for the rest of the game. In all honesty. We will see. It hates free per character, so that's like 10 free heals I have to deal with. Or, you know, if anyone dies. And I have to revive them, which hopefully won't happen, but, you know, Terry Armor and Demon's Gate are gonna be, the pinnacle of problems. Honestly, I don't really see... I don't foresee too much issues with many other places. Guymatic's gonna be easy. You just grow X personnel, he dies. I could fight Lost Number, but do I have a reason to? I mean, it is more EXP and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to... Well, I can poison Lost Number, so I might be able to deal with Lost Number. So it might be a freebie if I deal with him. Maybe. And it's always Tifa. If it's never Cloud, if you don't get Cloud picked, it's always Tifa. Gee, I'm wondering why that is. I'm wondering why he would go for Tifa. And now we deal with these guys, which is gonna be easy. We just, you know, regular attack if they should go down. Yep, one regular attack, because we're at a good enough level that, you know, they're not a problem. And, you know, it's more, kills for Cloud. Cloud gets more to his, kill count. Which is always a good thing. Because if we could get Meteor Ray, that's gonna be so big for, Cloud in particular. Meteor Ray's gonna make Cloud like, super busted. Also, what did you think was gonna happen, Eva? You're wearing such a dress like that. You don't expect someone like Corneo to do what he did? I mean, it's Corneo. He would have been that way no matter who it was or what you're wearing. Give me the hyper. So I managed to get the game in about 3 days with a times 3 speed thing. If that tells you how fast the times 3 helps. The no encounters run might be okay for this game, maybe. Alright, so let me make sure that Tifa is equipped. There we go, you get a mithril armlet. We're gonna take a lightning off. And we're gonna put all of this on, so, you're gonna get that. This is more so for the defense than the materia slots. Because we didn't really buy any other materia. Honestly, I probably should have bought a couple materia, but oh well. I'm not worried about it. Potion. Alright. And now we're gonna fight, Raps McRaps. Let's see how much damage our regular attack does. We're gonna heal Cloud. So don't use magic on Raps, because Raps will counter with Sewer Tsunami. So this is why I wanted grenades. As you can see, it does a lot of damage. But we're gonna have Cloud not use grenades. Tifa and Cloud are gonna use regular attacks. That should suffice. I think just about to use Sewer Tsunami again. Yeah, you're gonna Sewer Tsunami. It's gonna hit me from behind. Wait. No, it's gonna hit you from behind. And he's gonna kill himself. Okay. Easy peasy. Apps is nothing if you do a little bit of grinding. You do a little bit of grinding, and, you got nothing to worry about. So, skill is ultimately useless. I'm just gonna say that right now, it's ultimately useless until later on. Because bosses don't really have much skill. But we're gonna keep it on, because, you know, you never know. Get this high potion. Miss the ladder. We're already getting high potions, which is kinda nuts. Like, it doesn't take long for a regular potion to just get, you know, outdated. I mean, potions are still okay this early on, but like, the fact that you start getting high potions already after the first boss of the game, it's like, okay. What's the point of the potion then if you're gonna replace it with, you know, the high potions so early? They do that with some of the other FFs too, where you start getting high potions like very early. It's like, okay, why do I have potion? Why potion if high potion? So I might get some more grenades from, this guy here. We don't really need it for Reno. Reno's easy enough. Actually, I might not need grenades at all. No, I need it for 100 Hellite Gunner. I do want it for that. That's the main reason why I have grenades. Let's get 20 more grenades. Alright, so I'm gonna say... Alright, here we go. And now we go up to fight Reno. Reno's gonna be easy. There's not a whole lot for Reno fight. Like, at all. We're gonna make sure I give Barrett, equipment too. There you go, Barrett, have a micro armlet. Restore lightning, ice lightning, restore. Alright, and we're gonna put Barrett back. Yes. Alright, let's go ahead and beat up Reno. Again, we're gonna head up for Plate. Let's go, Reno. Poop, poop. Now, grenades normally are, you know, the way that you want to handle this fight. But, you know, I'm saving grenades for, Shinra HQ. To deal with that fight faster. Again, Reno doesn't have that much HP here, so, like, we can just end this fight very fast. Why is everyone picking on Eva? Like, everyone is picking on Eva. Oh, never mind, Reno's gun. Nice! And 500 buckaroos. The Sims area is also going to be useless. I don't think Sims is going to... I don't even think Sims gives any scat moves. There we go. I mean, I'll pick it up because there's no reason not to. We do have to do the whole, Arif childhood scene thing, which is going to take a little bit of time, but you know. I'm looking to try to get out of Midgard tonight, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. I think the next time we'll, you know, try to get through, I don't know if we're gonna get help with the ancients or not. It depends on, a few factors. Also, I like how, I had a demonetization on 3 of my FF7 videos. All of the endings. It's always the same song. I don't know why that song demonetizes videos. It's like, bro. Like, it's... Some of these videos were up for years, but all of a sudden it's like, nope, demonetized, you can't make money off of it. It's like, why? Like, it was fine for like 10 years, and now all of a sudden you're like, nope, can't make money off of that. Freaking Next Home, dude. That's who does it, it's Next Home. And I don't even know who Next Home is. And it's always on behalf of Square, apparently, which... I don't know, dude. Copyright search is annoying. It's like, bro, like, we're just playing the game just, you know, have fun with people, you know, soak the game off and stuff. Like, why are you so anal about the music? Like, seriously, like, why so mad about music? I'm gonna buy one more of each of those, and one more restore, and one more lightning. Alright, so you got lightning, you're gonna get fire. You got lightning ice, restore, lightning ice. And you're gonna get restore. And you'll get vitality, why not? There we go, now we have a full list of materia. Yeah, it's annoying. It's honestly just annoying. It's like, bro. Like, it's just a song. Like, you think that people haven't heard this song already? You think people haven't, you know, downloaded the song after so many years? Like, what's the point of the copyright claims? It just boggles my mind, because it's like, what, do you expect the people to just like, oh, we're gonna play the game, but we're gonna have no music or sound for the game? Like, what's the point? Like, part of the reason why people, you know, pick up these games is because of, you know, the music, the gameplay. This is basically just free advertising for people that can't, you know, that are curious about the games. Or, you know, curious about the music. Because, you know, not everyone's going to be able to, you know, play the game. Or, you know, afford stuff. Like, a lot of the stuff that I've seen is through other people playing it. It's like Hollow Knight. I saw people play Hollow Knight, so I wanted to play Hollow Knight. Expedition 33. I want to play that someday. And that's because I watched other people play it. Yes, I know what the story's all about and stuff, but like, I want to play it. You know? I think you can only get one poison materia until Comb. Poison might be a good materia to pick up later, so I don't want to spend too much money. And again, I need to save about 3,000 gil for the gold saucer. I'm gonna pick up this sense materia. Does the sense materia give stats? No. It's completely worthless. A completely worthless materia. Some Japanese company are stuck in mud. Yeah, they're stuck in the old way. Yeah, like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, it's just music. It's really just music. The thing that also irritates me is when they copyright claim like this was like a cutscene. That's what made doing Dissidia 12 annoying. If Dissidia NT, they would copyright claiming the cutscenes, and it's like, why? Reminds me of Dragon Quest 11 and its ending. I got copyright claimed on both of the endings, so I'm like, but why? It's like, bro, like, okay, you don't want people to see the ending, I get it, but like, I don't know, man. I wonder if they still do that nowadays, too. I do wonder if they still copyright claim the endings. Okay, I'm gonna take off the time-spree speed here, because this is always annoying. What? Cloud. Thank you. Apparently you don't move that spot. Because moving that spot makes it, untrigger. It untriggers your chrono. So I'm gonna pick up the elixir from the stairs, but we are gonna do the force counters inside here. Because again, there's very limited chances of force counter. And if I'm lucky, I will be able to get a card with Bangle. And that card with Bangle is going to go a long way. So let's go up here, do this whole run. It's an elixir, but you know, any elixirs are going to be helpful in the end. Maybe. If you ever need to get out the rut of not using items, like, oh man, I don't want to use this elixir, do one of the challenge runs I did. That will actually get you to start using items. Because I'll be real, don't hoard items too much. Use them when you really need them. Like, okay, I'm in a very bad spot. Use that elixir. Especially when it's a game where items are very plentiful. Like, okay, you get a whole bunch of elixirs. Like, you might as well use them, you know. Like, Final Fantasy V gives you elixirs out the butt sometimes. So use them. Use them if you need to, you know. This game gives you a decent amount of elixirs. Now, I'm not gonna glitch. I'm not gonna use the elixir glitch. I could. But I'm not going to. I'm also gonna... Are glitches allowed? What do you guys think? Are glitches allowed? Like the WIM glitch? Now, the WIM glitch is outright cheating, so, I mean... I don't know if the WIM glitch should be allowed. Because that's allowing duplication of items. And the idea of this is being it, you know, vanilla for the most part. So make me know glitches. And like I said, I kind of want to beat this, today, if I can. Or not beat it today, but you know what I mean. Get through Midgard today, if I can. There we go, we got that. Now we're gonna go into the elevator. And this is where the force counter is. We're doing this so we can get more EXP and stuff. And hopefully we get some moth slashers. That way we can get some carbon bangles. It's just these guys, which that's not exciting. I am gonna go ahead and put Barrett in the front row again. Just to see if we can get his mind flow. We still want to get mind flow with him when we get here. Migrant? Migrant's not... Oh. I mean, we are pretty strong. Alright. We can handle migrants easily. But we want a moth slasher. At least one. And then we can give Cloud a good armor. Is that a moth slasher? No, it's just a hammer blaster. Cloud messed that guy up. Local League? That's not gonna help us. Confusion is completely useless. Wow, more 52 already. Oh my god, we actually got a moth slasher. Oh, Carpet Bangle. Awesome. So there's our Carpet Bangle. That's going to be very good. That is amazing. That didn't take very long to get at all. So, as you can see, very good armor. You can see why I'm wanting it. I'll put the sense on, why not? And Barrett still cannot learn it. Unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and deal with these guys. They're gonna be a whole lot of nothing. Thank you, Barrett. Thank you, Barrett. That coverage area's procking pretty good. There we go, easy peasy. And level up with Cloud, very nice. The 60th floor. So we want to get the elemental area. We want all 3 elemental areas. Because having the ability to have elemental damage is going to be huge. Honestly, I should just fight. It's not going to be that hard, and it's more, you know, chance to get limits and stuff. Which is always important. There we go. Anything to get more limits is always ideal. Ow. 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 There we go. Hey, and a free tranquilizer. Okay. Heal everyone a little bit. Hi, my name's Cloud. Thank you for blocking that, I guess, Barrett. Use a blade beam. Nice. What am I doing? I'm coming over here and beat guys up. And get my limit breaks up. What are you doing? Ow. There we go. Alright. And now we go up. We get this key card. There we go, key card 1. What is this? This is the Shinra ink space. Okay. E. E? E. I'm gonna go back down and save. Just so I don't mess this up. E. E? E. E. E? Best. Okay. And here we go. So yeah, if you go there and look for the book, you can pretty much guess what the password is. Alright, so elemental materia is going to be very, very important. Elemental lightning. So this is going to allow us a half damage from all elemental attacks of the chosen element. I say all elemental attacks, but that's not true. It's going to let us half damage from specific elemental attacks, which is going to be, you know, very important. The upcoming boss, Motor Ball, is going to be using fire. For Cloud, we're going to be dealing with Dark Nation, who has lightning. You see what I mean, right? It's very important. Now, normally I would not be using these coupons, but I do want all materia, and I do want the Star Pendant. So there's a Star Pendant. We got all materia, so there's another all materia. I don't need ice, so we're gonna switch that off for that. I don't really need that, so yeah. Now we move up. Phoenix down. Ether. And we're gonna go over here and I'll spend 250. And we're gonna do this for layer. So that we get a couple sources later. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. And now we move up. And we do the puzzle part of this stupid area. There we go. We go here and we just insert it. Insert it into the hole. You all know how to insert things into holes, right? If not, well, you better get practicing. But practice safely, okay? Don't do anything unnecessarily. Unnecessary. What am I talking about? I don't even know. Don't ask. Do not ask. Boy, imagine if this game just never had random encounters at all. It's kind of silly, isn't it? It feels kind of very empty, doesn't it? An RPG without random fights? That's not even an RPG at that point, is it? That's more like a movie at that point. See, this would be funny with FF8, but at the same time, like, it changes nothing about FF8. Like, if you do no encounters in FF8, it's literally just how you would normally play FF8 for the most part. Now, FF9 might be scary because, you don't get EXP for bosses in FF9. So, that makes, that game a little bit harder. You can beat the game at level 1. People have done it. I don't know FF9 that well. I like FF9, but, like, I don't know it to that extent. Also, man, not having, the hard edge is gonna feel really wrong. It's gonna feel so wrong. Actually, Arthur, did you get EXP for bosses? Yeah, for bosses in like FF5 and FF6? I don't remember if you do. So this materia is going to be very important. I'm going to take the elemental off of you and put it on you and put the poison on. That'll have the damage from poison that you take. I do want you to level up your lightning. It's pretty much virtual, a visual novel, yeah. I'm going to leave the lightning off for now. You know what? Again, I don't need ice that badly. Alright. Here we go. Upstairs we go. Go through all of this. And is it even a visual novel? At this point? I mean, I guess it is. All it is just hats. You know, I wonder if I should do a run where I don't do any encounters at all. It's still no random encounters, but you're allowed to do forced encounters. So I don't think that really broke the rules of the thing, right? I could do a no encounters run. Well, grenade got you. Well, grenade got you. Well, grenade got... Yeah, we're only gonna gun him down. We're not worried about the small fry. Ow. This is the best way to do damage to these guys. And the big shot. I like how his beard and hat too don't change colors. And there we go. Wow. Okay, yeah, he goes down super fast. If you just chuck grenades and... Okay. Enemy skill. So normally enemy skill is like a really good area, but in this run it's gonna be, kinda, a thing. So... I'm gonna bring... Who do I want to bring? Red's not really gonna help very much, I feel. And we do need... We want Tifa. Yeah, just like a grind spot. We want Tifa because Tifa's gonna be our big damage dealer. And again, like, it's a forced encounter. It's not like I'm getting into a fight running around. I just find a spot where I can, you know, fight stuff. Which isn't random, because, like, if it was random, then, you know, I wouldn't be able to find the exact spot to, you know, repeat fights and all that, right? It's like the elevator. It's a little bit random what you get, but they're forced to fights. It's like in FF1, you can if you want to do a no encounter run in FF1, all you need to do is just find grind spots. And then just grind on those. FF4 would be a lot harder. Well, 4, 5, and 6 would be harder because there's no real spot for that, as far as I'm aware. So, I have learned, if you want to get Tifa as your date, you just do this to get a bunch of points for Tifa. That's your Tifa grind spot. Hey Ray, can you look up how you get the Barrett date? Where's the spot to get infinite points for Barrett? Can you look that up for me? Hopefully I didn't miss it yet. And here, yeah, like during this, when you get this end theme, it doesn't fast forward. Here's another thing, like it doesn't fast forward to here for some reason. But watch, keep an eye on that icon at the bottom left. Now it fast forwards for some reason. Like, why did it randomly fast forward? It's so random with the fast forwards. I don't need to worry about equipment because we are, we got no encounters on, so not gonna have to worry about equipment. What? Let me through the door. Let's go ahead and save here. There we go. So yeah, we're about to finish up Midgard, which is fine. I think I might also do Calm, just to get Calm out of the way. Simply for the fact that, like, the Calm flashback is gonna take a while. Like, this entire first stream is basically, start the game, get to the sector 4 tunnels, do a little bit of grinding, probably about 45 minutes to an hour worth of grinding, and then just blaze through all the way to Calm, do Calm flashback, which takes time, but you want to do that to get the second, elemental materia. And then you're pretty much set for, like, a lot of Disc 1. Like, we're gonna be flying through, Disc 1 very, very quickly. Alright, so... remove. So, we don't have, good armor on people here. You're gonna get the 4 slots. Barrett's gonna get this. Arif's gonna get this. So we're gonna put restore, all, restore, and you're all gonna get lightning. Because lightning is very important. And you all get restore. Put the fire on. I don't really need to worry about stealing that badly, so ice, and fire. There we go. Put the elemental materia on so that we can level it up. Put the all materia on so we can level it up. And I'm gonna get poison. Alright, so with that said, everyone's going to the back row. Because we're gonna be chucking grenades. So this is the fight that I wanted grenades for. If I put elemental lightning on Barrett's weapon, I'd be doing Barrett's physical attack, but honestly, I think grenades still do more damage. Like, if I do a regular attack with Barrett, let's see how much it does. Again, we'll see how much a lightning does. A bolt, I mean. 90, okay. So this is with grenade, 130. That is pretty good damage, not gonna lie. I do have a whole bunch of magic materia on, so that boosted the magic by a fair amount. But I might as well use the grenade, since I have grenades, you know? Use grenade. Just use them. No reason not to. And there we go. We killed the boss before he got to do his big act. And we're gonna be chucking more grenades. Of course, he gets first attack with AB cannon. Ah, and you missed, you fool. He only has 800 HP, so... About 3 use, or 3 full turns might be enough, if nobody gets put to sleep like Aerith did. Firing line. Oh. That's not good. Goodbye, Barrett. Let's go ahead and heal. If we could get Seal Evil, that would be nice. But I doubt we're gonna get Seal Evil. Sea Cannon. Welcome back, Barrett. And now we got the next phase. It's not gonna last very long because grenades are happening. All the grenades, all the kabooms. And here we go. Grenades are good. Now I'm not gonna buy any more grenades. We don't need grenades anymore. A free mithril armlet. Remove. And now we're gonna... I don't really need the mithril armlet. Give you that, Restore, lightning, fire. Let's give you poison, and let's give you a... elemental. There we go. Excellent. Alright. And let's go. And we're gonna take care of Rufus and his silly little dog. Dark Nation's gonna be not a problem. Rufus is also not gonna be a problem. Wow, they did like no damage. What the heck, Cloud? We want to get rid of Dark Nation because he does give us rewards. Here we go. Dark Nation gone. Also, Rufus is vulnerable to poison. So if you're lucky, you can poison Rufus. Not that you really need to worry. Rufus only has 500 HP. Also, I find it funny because the only time in OG FF7 you ever fight this guy. It's like, you make him a big deal, like, and you only fight him, like, once. Like, that's a little silly. Nice. A head vest and a guard source. So we're gonna be using that, I'm gonna save the guard source for now. Head vest is gonna be going on Tifa. Let's go ahead and save. There we go. Oh. I activated the glitch there. So if you mash the confirm button while you're getting off the elevator with Eris, Eris, whatever, you'll get hex box that pops up that normally only pops up if she walks into the elevator. If you do this while getting off the elevator, you can still move around. And if you go down to the exit and wait until the next hex box pops up, and then hit confirm on that, you can still move around, and you can leave the Shinra headquarters with Eris. I demonstrated this in a video for the Eris elevator glitch. It doesn't do anything, you don't get any benefits out of it, but it's kind of a silly little glitch. Also, I have noticed that the FMVs in this version are a little, framey. Let's form the party. Yep, we got our party. Menu. We're gonna switch the order. Area. So, what we're going to do is we're going to put elemental fire in armor. All restore. All restore. It is very much held by duct tape. Very much. I'm going to put poison on you. You got lightning, you got lightning. You cannot have lightning, never mind. Lightning on you. And you are going to get... What do I want to put on you? I guess I can level up ice. Tifa's gonna get this. You're gonna get that. There we go. Let's go. So there's a way of seizing this minigame. We're looking for 3 red guys. Those are not red guys. Those are blue guys. So there's 1 red guy. We're looking for red guys. There's 2 red guys. There we go. So now that we have 3 red guys, all you gotta do is swing your sword, and they will do absolutely nothing. They won't come near you. So this is how you seize this. It is very tiring off the thumb though, not gonna lie. And you do this for the entire time. It's kind of very silly. So far, this challenge doesn't seem that difficult if you allow, force the counters, does it? Like, the biggest issue for, no encounter runs, even with forced encounters, is you're gonna be limited on, what you can get. Like, like I said earlier, I'm not going to be able to utilize enemy skill very well. For the simple fact that, all the enemy skills are in random encounters, for the most part. I'm going to try to get Beta, though. Beta's going to be a very big skill. It's going to be probably the biggest damage skill I'll have. But that requires getting to the next continent. In order to deal with that. Okay? Now we're all in the back row. I think lightning does enough damage here. Let's try lightning. We're all in the back row, so this is like whatever. Yeah, this is better than using grenades. So just throw bolt at him, and he will die. That's all you need to do, just keep throwing bolts. Ow, 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 ow. I think it's because of all the magic materia we have, too. Remember, materia does affect your stats. Magic materia and summon materia reduces your physical stats, HP and strength, and vitality sometimes. But they boost magic defense, and MP, which is really, really good. Ow. Boom. Are you dead? I was about to say, you're not dead already, are you? Okay, he's dead. Wow, he got absolutely thrashed. Yes! Now we got Mind Blow. That's gonna be huge for some fights. I'm actually not sure what enemies are vulnerable to Mind Blow. It's gonna be my first time actually using Mind Blow to try to deal with some bosses. I think this is where you can farm the points for Barret. So we're gonna do this for a little bit to try to farm points up for Barret. I'm assuming this is how you do it. So I'm also gonna do Calm, just to get Calm out of the way. Actually, I might go all the way to Junin at this point. For the simple fact that, like, why not? I don't need the Chocobo Lure materia. We can skip back, that'll save us 2,000 gil. Yeah. We just need to avoid the Midgar Solon because I can't really deal with that guy right now. We'll have to come back when we get the Fire Ring. And maybe actually, do I want to get the other elemental materia? I might want to get the other elemental materia, maybe. Maybe. So we're gonna grab both of you. Yes. Let's go. Off the call. No regular counters. And we're gonna take care of the whole, call flashback now, just get out of the way. Because this is just gonna be just one long cutscene, basically. Now, Now, there is a way of doing the calm skip. I should have saved it before I came in here. Just so I had a way of doing the calm stuff. I mean, it's not like it's hard for me to get here anyways, but you know. You can, like, do a complete skip from calm all the way to Mountain Evil. Which is insane, by the way. That's the thing that exists. Thank you, Sephiroth. It's funny because, like, we all thought that FF6 was broken, and don't get me wrong, FF6 is kind of broken in some very hilarious ways. But I think FF7 takes the title of most broken Final Fantasy in the entire series. Like, I don't think any Final Fantasy game has the amount of crazy crap that this game has. Because this game has a ridiculous amount of crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense. I don't remember what the thing is. I forget the thing you need to do for that. I used to have that memorized, but I don't remember it anymore. So you wanna jam up that piano so that you can get the elemental materia later. What, FF7? What do you mean by Square Enix love child? Also, you want to talk about things that are broken? Apparently Final Fantasy VII Remake has a lot of ridiculous skips and stuff. Bro, the amount of crazy stuff I see for games, dude. If you saw some of the stuff I saw for, Resident Evil Requiem, that game has a lot of crazy stuff that people have done. Gameplay like support. I mean, Final Fantasy VII is probably their most milked game series of all time. Like, I can't think of any other game series that has been milked more than Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna be real. Like, no other video game series has been milked more than Final Fantasy VII. Like, Smash hasn't even been milked that much compared to Final Fantasy VII. Street Fighter hasn't been milked as much. Mario hasn't been milked as much. Like, nothing I feel has been milked as much as this game. Like, this is the ultimate milked game of all time. I mean, look, they're doing the Final Fantasy Remake Trilogy. You tell me that it's not being milked. And you know, Final Fantasy, 7 Ever Crisis. They have Final Fantasy 7 First Soldier for a while, etc., etc. You tell me if this game's not the most milked game of all time. And the funny thing is, I think a lot of the reason that this game is as broken as it is is they probably didn't remove a lot of developer stuff. And they probably also didn't, you know, I feel like we didn't test things quite as well. But to be fair, some of the stuff that happens in this game, how would you even test for that? Like some of these skips. Like, nobody can test for that. Because it's so precise, these skips. Like, there's no way anyone back then would have been able to test for that. Or, you know, I'll about, like, say, some of the weird graphical bugs like cloud barrier reflect glitch. Or, like, I mentioned earlier the Ares elevator glitch. Now, some of the things that they should have been able to test immediately was like a max defense bug. They fixed that in post PlayStation 1 era, but like, if you play the PlayStation 1 version of the game, max defense does nothing in that game, in that version. And honestly, I feel like max evasion does nothing here. So over here, you can do, this is where you can do the calm skip. But I'm not sure how it's actually done. I would have to look at it. Like, I would have to actually look at how this is done. It would be absolutely hilarious if I pulled it off, though. It would be absolutely hilarious. But that would be, that would break the spirit of the challenge now, wouldn't it? Because we'd be skipping, like, half the game, half of disc 1. So if you do the calm skip, and you get to Mountain Eagle, you would be skipping, Bombswell, Jadoka Burr, Dine, Reno Rude, if you decide to do that, Gymatic, Lost Number, if you decide to do that, Amagi Kogan, yeah. But, like, there's also stuff like, you wouldn't like, bro, the materia smuggling glitch and the materia duplication glitch, like, nobody could prepare for that. Or the wrong warps. Like, there's so much stuff that's, like, it's impossible for... It would have been impossible to see coming. It really would have. Now, the WIM glitch, maybe you should have been able to see coming, but, like, some of the other WIM glitches, like, using WIM off of steel, off of morph, off of, throw, off of enemies stealing from you, I don't know how you would have accounted for that. And there's some weird ones like the Quadra Magic Ultima bug that soft locks the game if you use it on specific bosses. Like Bizarro Sephiroth or I think Kinetic Hojo it happens on. Emerald Weapon? Yes, Emerald Weapon. Emerald Weapon it happens on. But yeah, this part is something that speedrunners hadn't cut out. Because, like, let's be real. You go through this once and, like, you don't want to go through this all the time. You really don't. This is where I'm glad that we have time spree speed up. Because, man, look at how it takes, like, what, 5-10 minutes doing it with time spree? as opposed to like 30 minutes. Wow, time spree is actually time spree faster. Who would have thought? Because if you do a time spree, it reduces like 30 minutes to like 10 minutes. Insane how math works, huh? I kind of wish we had this for a lot of other games, you know? The whole no encounters or double speed or, you know, things like that. Like, it just makes games more bearable. Just have this stuff. Especially if it's for something that you play a lot. Like, I play this game a lot. Like, every time that I get a challenge run for this game, this part always took so much time and I'm just like, half an hour and I have to sit here mashing this button. And now I don't have to worry about that. It only takes like 10 minutes. Which is amazing. I am very happy about that. Alright, here we go. Honestly, I think I might keep going. I was gonna stop, but I kinda want to keep going. There we go, we got a Mega Elixir. That's good. And we got the PHS. Now let's go ahead and grab all the goodies. The goodie here is right here, an ether. We're gonna grab the ether here. That chest is locked. I'm just gonna let the dog out because I don't know why there's a dog inside there, and it makes me very angry that that dog is inside there. Grab this guard source that I always forget is here. Grab this gun. That's not going to be used at all. Because we're probably going to skip Vincent, if I'm to be honest. We're also skipping Yuffie because we can't do random encounters. I'm gonna buy one more poison. I don't think I need more skills, but I'll buy one more skill just in case, for later. So this poison is gonna be on you. I don't need skill yet. And I'm not gonna worry about equipment right now. Should I worry about equipment? No, I don't need to worry about equipment. I'm gonna go get the Chocomog area. Here we go. We're not gonna get Chocobo Bar, we don't really need that. So here's the question, should I get a Force? No, I don't really need a Force Stealer. Because, we're gonna get a Rune Blade later that's gonna be stronger than Force Stealer. It just means that Cloud's gonna be stuck with Buster Sword that he'll Mountain Evil. Okay, we got that. Now, here comes the tricky part. So Midgar Solon we don't want to fight. We do not want to fight Midgard Solum. Do I have a save here for... I think I do have a save for, no, that's not for that. Okay. I'm gonna have a save for that. So I'm doing a little something here. So what I did is... Oh, it was right there. I was gonna skip the cutscene. Like, you can't skip that cutscene. Alright, so what I want is... I want this low-rangement area. We want that low-rangement area, and we're gonna put it on, Cloud. That old area is about to level up, which is great. This ice area could go off. I don't know if you get enough AP to level up Elemental or not. I'm about to get Bolt 2 on a few of these areas. I'm keeping Poison for the time being. Alright. Let's go ransack this area. A free hen. That'll be helpful. Mine source. So yeah, this, like, the East Continent is very, very short once you get past, Midgard. Midgard's the big bulk of, the East Continent. The West Continent, the big bulk of that's gonna be, Gold Saucer and Cosmo Canyon. So we're almost done with this continent now. There we go. Got all of that. And now... we're gonna head straight over to Junon. Just go straight to Junon. Right around that boss fight. There's Junon. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put people in the back row. Now, this is why I have the poison materia. Because we're gonna be doing a little cheese strat here. A little bit of a cheese strat. Now, I should have put it on active, but oh well. I forgot to do it. So what we're going to be doing is, we're going to poison this boss. Let's do Bio. If we're lucky, we will poison. And now we defend. Now we defend and let poison take over for us. And there we go. As long as we don't touch the boss, it will never use its more dangerous acts. So yeah, here's a question. Should I do a C's, FF7 boss C's video, or should I include that in the FF7 boss guide? I feel like it would be part of the FF7 boss guide, but at the same time, I feel like it should be its own separate thing. You know what I mean? And there we go, he's dead. Simple as that. Didn't even have to do anything. Now, if I wanted to, I could do a glitch here with the materia. I might, just show it off. Show it off live. There's a couple glitches with materia that I can show off, so off life. And I don't know if there's a way to do this with a raw moon area later. There might be, but like, you will only be able to do it like, no, you can do it an infinite amount of times, I guess. You just have to build the chocobo race every single time in order to infinitely do it. So, you want to see a glitch, guys? I'm going to show you a glitch here in a second. And this is what I'm talking about with, there's no way that they could have guessed this was going to be an issue. Also, one of the retro achievements is doing all the Fort Condor fights, which, Fort Condor. Alright, so I'm gonna show you a glitch here. It's not gonna do us any good, really, but I'm gonna show it off. So, if you run into this elevator at the same time that you talk to this guy, it's a little tricky to do. But there we go, we did it. And then you talk to this guy without closing the hatchbox. And then you go up the stairs without touching the hatchbox. And then you go over here, that way that cloud doesn't, you know, glitch up, or, you know, get locked. So, now we got Shiva, we're gonna run away. Guess what? We got Shiva, right? Let's do this normally now. Certainly, we already got the reward, right? Hey, guess what? We got another Shiva area. You can do that as many times as you want. Is there any benefit? Shiva's not that great, but I mean, you know, if you like Shiva, you can get Shiva. Which is kinda hilarious. I'm not gonna show that for Ifrit, but you can do a very similar thing for Ifrit. It involves talking to an NPC and grabbing the ladder at the exact same time. All you have to do here is press square twice without moving, and there you go. But yeah, you can duplicate Ifrit. Well, with Ifrit, the thing with that is you have to redo the Genova birth fight every single time. So not only do you get infinite Ifrits, you can get infinite white capes, as well as infinite rewards from Genova birth. If you really want to do that for whatever reason. I don't know why you would want to, but you can. So this is going to be a very important part here, because there's a couple things we want to get here. We want to get 5,000 gil, and we want to get, the HP plus area. I am going to save before, this first one, because this first one is a little bit annoying sometimes. But we're gonna try to get 5,000 gil. Because, you know, money is very scarce. What other challenges can I do for this game? I mean, I could try a low-level run. I mean, technically, that's what the no encounter run is a low-level run, for the most part. It would be an even lower level run if I didn't do force encounters. Alright. Let's see if we can do this. Here we go. There we go. Now we got 5,000 gil. Nice. So that's gonna go a long ways for a gold saucer. That's mostly for gold saucer. Boss fight only challenge? Maybe. So no forced encounters at all, then, is what you're saying. That actually sounds very scary. Simply for the fact that, not gonna have the resources that I have right now. Because all the money I have is from, all the grinding I did. And I'm level 18 because of all the grinding I did, too. So we want to get between like 60 and 90 points if we want the HP Plus area. I feel like HP Plus is going to be a big deal. Even though we're not going to get a good weapon until much later. I am going to go ahead and grab a revive area. One revive. Heal, we don't really need. Seal, we don't really need. We're gonna grab one revivement area. That's gonna be very important. And we're gonna grab this other enemy skill area for later. That will be important. Especially when we can get some enemy skills. Like Aqualung, Shrine, Death Sentence. Those are all going to be very important. No! And for some reason, this hallway does not let you do times 3. Not sure why, it just doesn't. Let me in. I don't need the headband that badly. Headbands are the next area. Sleep just doesn't happen that often, really. Alright, I am gonna save over here. There we go. Go ahead and save. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. And then once we get on the ship, I am probably going to call it there for a day. Or tonight, rather. It's almost 4 a.m. It's 3:38 a.m. right now. We're gonna go up to 80. 80. We're gonna go 80. My dude. Okay, now we're gonna go. We're just gonna let it run out, and we should get the HP plus materia. We kind of want that over the weapon. There we go. Mostly because it also costs like 8,000 gil to get HP. It's either 6,000 or 8,000. So this saves us a lot of money. We don't have to worry about any more of these for the time being. We gotta be careful with our money too. HP plus is very, very good. Honestly, I could probably just go to like, I really should stock on the ship. So we're gonna activate all the events on the ship, and then we're gonna call it a day. Damn it, I didn't want to tell you that. Alright, go down. Woo, baloo, woo, woo, woo. Now we run over here. Oh, Arif. Go down, go down, go down. Oh, Arif. Now we go find Barrett. There we go. And we activate the event. And now we grab you. I'm gonna give HP plus. Well, I'm gonna put you back in front row. HP plus. We don't need bio right now, so HP plus. You can stay back row. Who else has? You have bio. You're gonna keep revive. Revive's gonna be pretty good to keep. And I think we're gonna call it here for tonight. We made a lot of progress. Like, a lot of progress. So when we pick this back up, we might actually be able to finish, this one, if we're lucky. This should also go to show you just how easy, bosses are in this game. Does this show you how easy this game is? I mean, to be fair, yes, I did level up, but like, even without those levels, I feel like this wouldn't have been that difficult, really. Well, it might have been at first, because I would have been like 10 levels lower than I would have been. But overall, I don't think it's really that hard of a game. Not at all. Alright, so I will say, until next time everyone, whenever that may be, you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night. I totally didn't steal that from anyone else when you're talking about. And I will catch you all on the flip side of the way. Take care, and have a great rest of your day, and or night.